Yes, what's good? It's 13 from 13 Beats. Today's show is about how to write a song, okay? So there's 4 key tips to writing a song. Step 1, you want to choose a beat and a backing track that evokes and brings out an emotion in you, okay? Because you're going to use that for later on, okay? So you kind of want to, the day that you're writing the song, okay, you have to think to yourself, how do I feel today? Because you want to capture, music is emotion, it's not sound, okay? So it's all about capturing an emotion, okay? So you want to capture either joy, happiness, sadness, aggression, inspirational, motivational, any one of those things, okay? So right now, for example, I'm feeling quite inspired, and I'm feeling quite happy and joyful. So ideally, I want to find a beat which is a major chord beat, which is more upbeat, and minor chords are more downbeat, kind of negative. So today I would choose a positive beat, okay, something that says, you know, happiness, joyful, inspirational. So you want to choose a beat that fits your current mood. So step 2 is drawing on the right feelings, okay? So you've got your beat, it's in tune with your emotions, and now you want to write how you feel. So if I'm feeling inspired today, I might name the track Inspire, okay, or Inspired Art, or Inspire My People, okay? Then I'll use that as a title, and then I'll break the song down into 3 different parts. So I'll have a chorus, which will be Inspire My People. I'll have the verses, which is explaining more about what I mean, and then I'll have the bridge, which summarizes the track. Okay, so Inspire My People will be inspire my people, inspire my people, inspire my people, something like that as a hook. And then the verses will be broken down as to how I plan to inspire my people. So the verse will be more words, XYZ, fitting into the emotion that I'm coming with. Another key thing is, if you yourself aren't feeling joyful, or you ain't feeling aggressive, draw on previous experiences. So there might have been a time in the past where you felt aggressive. Okay, you might have been driving your car and someone's hit your car. You know, you've jumped out and you're in an aggressive mood, or you're feeling quite, you know, angered. Okay, so draw upon those feelings. Take yourself back to that time when you felt that feeling, and tap into that feeling, and then bring it out onto the page. Step 3 is putting on paper whatever comes to your mind first. Now this is a really tough thing to do, because most people are their own worst critic, which means achieving anything happens as actually achieving it in your mind first. So most people tend to write something and say, I don't like that, or do something and say, I don't really like that. With music, it's got to be natural, you know. It's a bit like meeting someone for the first time and them not being quite themselves. They're kind of putting it on. That's what's going to happen if you don't naturally put the first thing that comes to your mind on the paper. You're going to overthink it. You're going to think, no, let me write something that I feel the people will like, and it's going to come across not genuine. Okay, music is about portraying what's inside yourself and putting yourself outwards. Okay, so you want to, if a lyric comes into your head, or a melody comes into your head, that's the melody you need to work with. Okay, that's the melody that your natural true self, your higher self, is bringing towards the beat. Okay, don't overthink it, just put it there. Once you put it all together and the whole song's there, if you don't like it, scrap it and start again, but always go with what you initially hear, see, or feel, because that's the right emotion that's coming from your true self. And number 4 is using what you've done, wrapping it all together, getting it mixed, getting mastered, okay, then play it to someone that's honest. Okay, play it to someone, and don't just play it to them, ask them, what emotion do you feel when you hear this song? Okay, because the key here is, you know, you're onto something if your initial feeling when you heard the beat was joy, happiness, okay? And if they hear the song and they feel joy and happiness when hearing the song, then you know you're onto a winner, okay? If they say to you, you know what, I don't really get anything from the song, then you're not onto a winner. Scrap it, put it aside, okay? Music is there to evoke an emotion, okay? It's there to make someone feel something, make the listener feel something. Okay, you don't want them to just hear your song, you want them to feel your song. And to have them feel your song, they need to feel how you felt when you was writing the song. Okay, so it's about, you're passing through emotions, you're sending your emotions through to them. and making them feel something. A good example is Michael Jackson's "They Don't Care About Us." Okay, his 1995 hit. I don't really say is that they don't really care about us. That was, you know, it was army based. It was, you know, it felt like he was going to war. It felt like he was fighting back. It felt like you were going to, you know, you was inspired to take action. Okay, and that's what he wanted to push through the song into people, is, you know, fight back these third world war countries, these countries that don't have anything, you know, people are taking advantage of them. Fight back, it's time to fight back. And that's the message he wanted to portray, and that's the message he ended up portraying through the song. At the time you make the song, you need to push that through the song and allow it to be a bridge to the listener, so they receive your message and they end up feeling how you felt when you wrote the record. Okay, there's a lot to it, but when the listener hears it, or you hear your favorite record, you're actually receiving the emotion that the writer or the performer felt when they was performing it. Okay, but it happens so fast, so subconsciously, that you don't realize that's what you're doing. But that is how music is conveyed, and that is how it manages to bring people together and, you know, push through and create true messages. Okay, so that's the art form. That's how to write a song. If you follow those 4 steps, you know, you can't go wrong. You're onto a banger. And remember, if you found this helpful, you know, you like this video, click like, click subscribe, so we can, you know, I know that you're liking it, and I'll keep producing more videos to help you guys. If you want 5 free beats, email me. The link will be below. I'm giving away 5 free beats to anyone that sends me their email to help them get started. The aim of these videos is to help artists and producers create a stronger customer base, create a stronger fan base, and attract new listeners, which will in turn, you know, be profitable and help create the career that you want to create. So yeah, thanks for looking in. It's Ferreting signing out.